Good morning, everyone. There was such a delay on the camera to where I'm like, okay, it's not gonna work. So I was starting to make a face of like, I give up when it clicked on. So good morning and welcome to Natique in wet and rainy Northern California. We are on day, I don't even know anymore, of way wetter weather than we're used to. So we have a fun, safe and dry indoors video for you guys this morning. We'll talk about our grand prize, give away a daily prize, and then talk about the yarn that is for my sweater that's in progress, because I keep getting lots of questions about, well, what colors can I use? Because you used the speckle, but I don't want to use too speckled and ruin the pattern, so I'm gonna only show you guys colors of the yarn today that are appropriate for the sweater. So nothing too speckled, nothing too variegated. We're keeping it worthy of the sweater. So we will start off with talking about our grand prize, which is for the 1st through the 15th of January. We have 2 skeins of Alexandra, the Art of Yarn's beautiful fingering weight yarn in different bases, one with a little glitter, one with a little silk and a splash of color in that dark side of the moon base. There are a couple of these left in the semi-annual clearance sale. I saw them yesterday when I was straightening, putting bulky back with bulky, fingering back with fingering, because, they run around in here in the middle of the night and get off track.
I think it's like Toy Story. When we're not here.
I think Damn Lamb and Dolores get up and
that would be it.
Mess with stuff. So we have the 2 beautiful skeins of fingering weight yarn paired with Danielle's pattern Life Under the Sea, which is that really fun, like shoulder cozy sized cowl. So it's big enough to pull down over your shoulders when you're cold, but lightweight enough to scrunch up into more of that cowboy cowl style. It only requires 2 colors of fingering weight yarn, so you have plenty here to make it full size, because I know on ours we had leftovers, but here, just because you guys can't see it very well on the pattern, here is the beautiful horseshoe lace stitch pattern that is done on the entire body of this project.
That's funny. I just looked at that and thought it's upside down, but because you knit from the bottom up, and I just finished one, my brain is used to seeing it the other way.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so how you get entered into the grand prize drawing. Every time you make a purchase from the 1st through the 15th of January, you get 1 entry. It's cumulative, so if you purchase 3 times, you get 3 entries. If you purchase 10 times, you get 10 entries. And then on Tuesday the 17th, because we're not here on the 16th, we will draw to see who the lucky winner is. Good morning, good morning. All right, so then we have a daily prize to give away, which has these fun, cute little round balls of a cotton yarn. It is a bulky weight yarn, so we paired it with our pattern Michelin, which is just a really fun, beginner-friendly project of knit 3 rounds, purl 3 rounds. Nothing too crazy. So nice and relaxing. It'll be super drapey in a cotton yarn like this. It looks good in everything. It looks good in a sparkly yarn like this one was, variegated, self-striping, leftovers. Like, it's just the perfect pattern for kind of playing with whatever color of yarn makes you happy. And how you get entered into the daily drawing is every time you interact with the video, you get entries. If you react to the video with any of these fabulous bubbles down here, then you get 1 entry per reaction. Our area needs lots of hugs right now. I know people with power outages and flooding and trees. So it's a little like, what state am I living in right now? Because this is not California weather. Not Montana weather either, but it's not California weather. And then if you comment on the video, you get 5 entries per comment. And if you share the video, go to your stories, to your friends. You can share it in a group, wherever you share. You just come back and comment shared to. And where is just weird to write shared to. Plus, if you tell us where and it's a group that we haven't been in, then we can go make more yarny friends. So once you do your comment, then you get 11 entries for that share. And you basically have till like 9 a.m. the next morning before the next video to get your entries in. So middle of the night entries count too when you can't sleep and need to watch us as your bedtime story. Oh yeah, Lisa, you luck out by being in the middle of town where they tend to have an easier time getting things back on again. The rural areas have it a little more rough. Okay, so I was about to move on and not actually drop the prize, like to stick it in the bag, which wasn't going to work very well. Well, I don't think I linked it either. Here. Okay, so we'll come over to our handy dandy comment picker, and this will be off of yesterday's video interactions.
Eileen, congratulations. We know you're local, so next time you come in the boutique, remind us you have a prize and we will get it from the cabinet for you. If somebody wins and you're not local, the next time you make a purchase, just tell us in the notes you have a prize and we will include it in your package. Gorgeous merino fade kits. Okay.
Center section of the outfit.
It's getting full.
In need of coming and collecting their goods.
Here's our umbrella reminder that we have umbrellas.
Oh my gosh. These umbrellas are the best because they don't break easy. They have that like memory wire stuff in them instead of the regular wires.
Nice.
So it flexes in the wind. Like my cat one has more than once been blown inside out, and I just pop it back the right way around when I get inside, and it's fine. Hasn't broken yet.
We have City Cat. Gray with silver polka dots. I don't remember what it's called. Ooh, kitty cats are typing. And we have City Dog.
Hi, Chunk. It's probably Chunk, the kitten.
Yeah. There's a cute doggy.
See, I knew it. I knew it was Chunk.
Guess
Okay.
Chunk likes the number 7. That's funny.
That's where he stopped anyways. Okay, let me pin the yarn and link the sweater and then tell you guys all of the things.
Man, you can hear it coming down out there.
It started raining hard enough that the frogs shushed up. They were like having a whole chorus out there for a little while. It was kind of fun.
I like frogs. Oh my god, that's
So-
pretty.
It may not look like much right here. It's a little tangled messy. There we go. That's better. Tuck my ends out of the way. So this is the red sweater by Hinterm Stein. It stands for Ribbed Easy Design. But it's got this really cute garter rib detail along the back. I love this detail where she has you doing decrease shaping so that it sits nicer on your shoulders. Like her patterns have really good fit. Then you've got the neckband is being knit as you go, so you're not going to have to go back and pick up a band when you're done, which is super exciting. The ribbed pattern goes down through the sleeves, like you can kind of see it right there. And then it's even on the pockets if you choose to add the pockets. I'm not sure if I'm going to do pockets on mine. I haven't decided, because when I do pockets on sweaters, I don't use them because I don't want to stretch them out.
Right.
And if you put like your phone in your pocket on your sweater, then it feels like you have to
Hangs
lean
down.
with the sweater because it hangs funny. But so you start with your front panels, so you do a left and a right. And it's kind of cool because you do like this side and then you pick up stitches and do this side, so there's no seaming. Then you pick up stitches back here and go down the back. So you can see I started that decreased triangle down the back. So you can see, since it's such a simple texture, it'll open up a little bit when I block it, that the speckle is not too much for it. Like, you'd be a little nervous that speckle is too much, but speckle, not too much. Variegated would be too much. But I'm using Cosette, and it takes from a, where's the sizes? There it is. From a 33 inch to a 53 inch, it takes 1,140 yards to 2,020 yards. So I opted for showing you guys Cosette today to show you the colors that we have sweater quantity yardage in for you guys. And if someone beats you to your color, you can call us. We can do special orders. So do not panic if somebody beats you to the color that you love. This sweater is so fun too because I get to use all my knitting tools. I've got my one of my Fit Kit cords holding all my stitches. I had, when I was doing the first little neck portion here, I had one of the little number count stitch markers in where I pinned in where I did the first one so that I knew where to count to. I had a row counter chain going in there for a little bit. Like, this pattern lets me use all of my tools. So, for those who don't know about the gorgeousness that is Cosette, it is a DK weight yarn that is 270 yards per skein of 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So the nice thing is, cashmere of course makes it super soft, but the touch of nylon makes it so that the yarn holds its shape a little bit more, so you don't get as much growing with the superwash as you would normally, and your sweaters and other garments have a little more structure. So this first vibrant, beautiful color is Liberation, which is that rich, kind of on the red side, hot pink. Then, if you like more of a Danielle pink, we have Jocelyn, which is more of that magenta deep pink. Maria, yes, it is a very simple pattern with really amazing construction, and I know lots of people were like, I want to knit that. So it's like, okay, well, let's talk about colors then, so that you too can knit the awesome sweater.
You're corrupting me. I kind of want to knit it too with that one.
I almost went with
Ooh.
that one, but Enchanted called to me because
Yeah.
rainbow. It's a thing. It's a thing with me now. Then we have Divine, which is more of like that blue-violet kind of purple.
It's very purple people purple.
Yes.
Because it's not just Susan purple, it's all the purple people.
It's kind of almost like a blue people purple too. Like, if you're not really a purple person.
It's darker than on the camera, at least on my end.
I'm going to link a couple other projects to show you guys, because maybe not everybody watching is game for a sweater right now. I don't understand, but I will work with you anyway. This cute one by Susan Ashcroft is called Knit Weave. It's a bandana style cowl with this really fun, of course it won't zoom. Maybe it did. Ooh, here we go. It's this really fun slip stitch basket weave pattern. So you've got the two different colors, which really makes it look like you've woven two colors together. Here's it before seaming up the back, so you can see where it would be easy to continue this into a shawl if you wanted a bigger project. But this one takes just one skein each of your 2 colors to knit the cowl. You could definitely keep going as a shawl and still get by with one of each, because that's going to give you double the cowl yardage. So totally possible to keep going.
So to clarify, that yardage would be half of that in each color?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is the total yardage for the cowl. She doesn't break it down until after you get the pattern, but it's part of her 3 pattern ebook over here. That's a whole $5.54.
Wow.
So there's a couple other projects in here that like you could. This one says any gauge, so you could do this one out of the Cosette.
Or yesterday's unique sock kits.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be fun?
You could even do this one, because this one's another any gauge project. Look at that stitch.
Whoa.
2 colors. Basically 1 skein of each. It would be awesome.
Okay, how'd they do that?
I don't know, but I feel like
Is it like a 1/1?
I feel like we're both going to end up buying this ebook.
It's certainly got good patterns in it.
Right?
It's not often be like every single pattern in an ebook.
So I only linked Knit Weave, but you guys can get to the whole thing right here. Then if you're more of a shawl knitter like Susan, this Always in My Heart by Isabel Kramer is really cute. This one has really good contrast in the colors.
Eek.
It's got this little like slip stitch colorwork pattern that almost looks like little hearts.
Darn it. Sorry. Phone ring.
It happens. And then it's got a little eyelet up here in the body. This person did 3 colors. That's
yeah, that's
pretty.
really neat.
So you can do 2 colors, you can do 3 colors. It's written for 2. And you would need, let's see if she breaks down the yardage without buying the pattern. Basically 2 skeins of each color. So 2 skeins of color A, 2 skeins of color B. Okay, one more and then I'll show you guys
Ooh,
more
that's
pretty
cute.
colors. We have the Mindia hat by Amba O'Brien. Ooh, look at the pink one.
That's really pretty.
I like this. It's that like knit through the back loop ribbed pattern, but then it's got, somebody's gonna be willing to zoom here, I just know it. This really fun lace chevron pattern in the middle. And that would be a 1 skein project. You could actually get a couple hats out of 1 skein, so you could do like the matching set kind of thing. Or use half your skein in like that knit weave cowl and the other half in your hat. Okay, let me show you guys some more colors, because there are lots of beautiful colors that we have sweater quantity of.
Swoosh.
So if you're more of like a periwinkle, the cornflower person, Dusk to Dawn is this beautiful soft blue violet color. Then you'll get to see the color that Susan's thinking about for the sweater. This is one of the pop-up club colorways. This is the November color from 2022. It has kind of a sterling silver, lavender, and then these plum colored speckles. So you can see even more subtly speckled than Enchanted. So the stitch pattern on something like red would show very, very well. Good morning, Juan.
Super pretty. My favorite.
Another fun speckle that would still be plenty subtle for a little stitch pattern is, I think we've reordered this color like 3 times. This is the May 2022 colorway, which is kind of sky blue and lilac with speckles of bubblegum pink and persimmon orange, lemon yellow. lime green. I'm sorry, it's all food. I can't, it can't be helped. I think it's because I made a rule for myself for January that I'm not allowed to buy more groceries until I actually use up stuff that I'm avoiding eating in my pantry because I got bored with it. So I'm like, no, it's going to go bad if you don't eat it. So stop being wasteful. Eat the food. That's my New Year's resolution. Don't waste food. Then this one is another good speckle. This is Billowy, which is all shades of blue. You've got kind of more powder blue, sky blue. You've got speckles of that bedtime cobalt blue, some indigo.
Right, Kate?
No one should have that rule about yarn. I have a rule about yarn diets. Don't do it.
Yeah.
That's my rule. Don't. Because if you do that and you stick to it, there's a good chance you miss out on something limited edition that's never to be seen again. So just
True.
don't do that. Food's one thing. Food, I don't think there's really such a thing as limited edition food.
Yeah, there's
Maybe
holiday
special
or
meals or something, but we're past
yeah.
the holiday meals. Like, we're past all the special event type stuff.
Yeah.
So we're good now.
Yeah. Ooh, how pretty that is.
If you're an aqua person, Azure Cove is that beautiful, crisp, tropical water blue.
You've ombre'd us again.
I
know.
I am incapable of not ombreing the colors.
If we're going to ombre, I want to see this one with that one. Look at how pretty those two are right there.
And I did kind of unintentionally get quite a few like 2-color projects this
Nice.
morning. So if there's 2 colors that you love, don't worry. I accidentally covered that bases. This one would be really fun to use either all one color or like 3 colors, like do each section a different color. But this is a really fun one with this, like, looks like a traveling cable. It's not. It's a decrease and a make one. Then you have one of those Latvian braids, which we've learned don't do on cobblestone roads. Then you have a cabled section. And then you have the decrease, increase line going the opposite direction. And a little ribbing on either side so that it's not roly-poly. This person, like, did a gradient skein on theirs, which almost, it's funny, they're almost lined up to where it's the 3 sections like I was talking about. Like, the pink and the coral lined up perfectly, but the green missed the mark. I don't think they were trying to line it up. I think that was pure luck. I just think it'd be really pretty in 3 colors.
That's really fun.
And this one only takes 1 skein. I'm going to check this little box right here, though, because everybody who's a designer should let stores sell their patterns because they sell more patterns. So I really like Misdirection Cowl. Then we have, this is kind of an oldie but a goodie. This is Silver by Lisa Much. I kind of stalk her for patterns. I love her patterns. I haven't knit very many of them, but I hoard her patterns, I admit it.
Yeah, me too.
But really fun, simple triangle shawl, some stockinette, some slip stitches. I think it's got a decrease, increase stitch, because you can kind of see them come together right there and then fan back out.
I've done this one, but I don't remember the stitch pattern.
But this one would be 2 skeins. It's technically a fingering weight pattern, but how I got here on this one, I was looking at projects out of Cosette this morning, and somebody had done it out of Cosette because, I mean, look at the gauge. 5 stitches, size 8 needles, totally DK friendly.
It's a shawl. Use anything you want.
But 2 skeins, go till you run out of yarn. Problem solved. Then this super cute hat, Skagit Valley Pocket Beanie, has that kind of horseshoe lace pattern like our Life Under the Sea project, but on a cute little beanie. And this one is going to be in the like half a skein family, so you can easily share your yarns across multiple projects. Oh, Sandy said silver was one of the first shawls she ever made. Didn't you say you don't knit shawls yesterday, Sandy? Although I swear at one point she said she doesn't knit anything. And I'm like, well, that's not true. I've seen you knit things.
Right.
Maybe a matter of finishing is overrated, but that's okay. It really is overrated.
Starting things is awesome.
Okay, I'm going to ombre back the other way here. We have True to Life, which is more of like that turquoise teal. And who doesn't love a good turquoise?
Right.
Then we have Mint Drop, which is like this springy mint green with speckles of turquoise and teal and lime green. Like, it looks like it has True to Life speckled on it. It looks like it has a little Azure Cove. I don't think we have the green that it looks like it's speckled on there, but that looks like that bitter.
Mm-hmm. Right, Kathy? It's super easy to start new things.
Starting things is so much fun. I mean, I have a one and done that's like almost half done.
How can you put that one down?
His sweater happened.
But shawl.
But sweater happened. I have no control over myself, okay?
I've abandoned my recent sweater for shawls. I'm trying, but I just keep starting shawls.
Excuse me. Cosette is your favorite ever? I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think out of Dreaming Colors yarns, Cosette is my absolute favorite. I seem to have a fair bit of it in my stash for projects that, you know, I bought and stashed.
I don't yet. I need to work on my stash of that.
Then we have Green Light, which is that gorgeous emerald green.
I did not, Roxanne. Which one is that? Is that the one we talked about yesterday?
I'm like, I don't even remember. I think that was yesterday,
if it was,
but I still don't remember what it looked like. Was that the one that we bought on the video?
Maybe. I did not start it because I had to go to the high school basketball game to support my child in the band, so
we should have just sent you home with yarn, or sent you to the game with yarn.
I had projects with me, but not a new... That basketball is super fast. It was actually kind of fun.
Oh yeah, that is the one that we bought, because it's the designer is Martina Bem. That's where
the
Bem
yeah
came from. Because I'm like, I don't remember one called that.
I know.
But it's coming together, Roxanne.
Yeah. No, I will start it soonish, but I did not.
My favorite green that is super bright and electric, and I still want to knit it in a Casa Pinka something, Pickleball, because of our Casa Pickle slip. I want like Pickleball and Liberation.
Whoa. Killer Queen.
Oh, I could do another one of those.
Isn't that worsted? Well, you can still use the colors.
You could still do it, because it's a pretty good sized cowl. If you dropped down like 2 needle sizes and did Cosette, it'd probably come out a little more typical bandana cowl sized.
These 3, Roxanne, aren't they gorgeous?
Those would be fun together in something too, because the Pickleball, even though it's not the same green in here, it coordinates, and same with the Green Light, because it kind of almost picks up where the blue and the lime overlap.
Sorry for the phone earthquake, I just bumped it.
Oh, I do that sometimes on video, and I'm like, oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Even these 4.
Right?
We just all need, 5 of each.
And then more projects, and then the rest of the colors, because
he's so pretty.
I love this one. This is like one of my favorites of their yellows. It is my favorite of when they did this whole speckle line that was like each shade of the rainbow. This is Sundance, which is that soft like butter yellow, and then it has speckles of lemon and sunflower on top.
Eileen, you're cracking me up.
Vegetarian yarn. Oh dear. I mean, there's such a thing as vegan yarn, technically.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like a linen yarn would be vegetarian. You could eat it. It wouldn't
You
taste very good.
could. Maybe. Yeah, move on.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you just
Yeah,
set my
no.
brain on a strange spiral, Eileen.
Yeah.
Abort. So Sundance is this beautiful speckly yellow. I love this one.
It's sunflower in a skein.
Then, let me pop my links in here.
I think this one is Mountain Meadow with gorgeous clear skies.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good.
See, I go
Theme
nature, you
for
go
it.
food.
You'd think I'd go ocean.
Oh my God, Roxanne.
Ew. Dip some linen yarn and some ranch dressing and go to... No.
No.
You're grossing me out, Roxanne. Oh my goodness. Okay. A few more projects. And then a few more colors. This one's really fun because I actually thought it was crochet when I clicked on it, but it's just the texture of this lace pattern. This is Taking the Steps, which has this beautiful ripple lace. They put buttons on it so that you could kind of pin it in the middle to get it to stay, which is a really cool idea.
That is neat.
But it's really just a simple, basic, knitting around cowl, nothing crazy, but it has that gorgeous wavy stitch pattern to it. And it only takes one skein.
How'd they do that?
I don't know, you'll have to knit this one too.
I know, right? And you want to know why I always have so many tabs open on my computer?
Oh, I know why.
Because I leave
just
patterns open.
don't like them. I don't like when the tabs get so small that all you can see is like that little R.
That's a little much, I agree,
need to
but
know what the tab is.
you just hover over it, it'll tell you.
No, it's stressful. This one, I'd never seen this Tin Can Knits pattern before, and it's super cute. This is a wash, which uses different colors, and it's got this fun ripple chevron pattern, and then just the diagonal stripes. But it's done to where you're doing those at the same time, so you're getting that contrast of texture in each color.
Yes, that one.
So they did like a self-striping and a solid here. This is another for like any gauge project. There's a scarf version and a stole version. And let's see, in DK weight, you need 150 yards of your main color and then 300 yards of contrast color. So they used like 3 shades basically. Oh no, it's 150 yards each of main color and contrast for the scarf and 300 for the stole. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, wait, aren't they used equally? So 1 skein each for a scarf, 2 skeins each for a stole. Not bad at all. And then we have Gather, another cute Tin Can Knits one. Look at, it's got that same smocking as the cowl you just did.
Yeah.
But just on like the front half, which is kind of fun.
Oh, neat.
So, like you can see the stockinette off to the side over here. And that one is, as is typical Tin Can Knits, all the way from baby size to an adult. I like that they put adult long, so like a slouchy version versus a short version. Oh no, there's a cowl. Man, you should have done that one. It would have been way easier instruction. You just know it.
Right?
Tin Can Knits has such well-written patterns. Like, they're beginner-friendly for learning new stitches.
I did not know their version existed.
Right? I didn't either till just now. I hadn't seen this one before either, and it's from 2013. Like,
Whoa, how'd we miss that?
What rock have we been under? So the cowl long one would take 2 skeins, but everything else is going to be a 1 skein project. Last but not least for the projects, then I'll show you guys the rest of the colors that there's sweater quantity of, is this Aurelia cowl, which has this really pretty like variation on feather and fan.
Pretty.
It's lacy and then stockinette, and then lacy and stockinette. So I kind of like you get a little break from pay attention. It's really pretty in like all the different colors too. And that one is 2 skeins if you want to make it that tall. If you want like more of the traditional like 6 to 10 inches, you could totally do it with 1 skein because they're saying theirs is 20.5 inches tall at the center.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cowl for here anyways.
Pretty though.
Yes, agree, Kathy. That's why I like Tin Can Knits. They include everybody and their patterns are easy to read. Okay, for the orange people, we have Tex-Mex, which is that gorgeous rust orange.
That's a harvest sweater just waiting.
Right? Just because of the
color.
Because it's like a harvest orange or pumpkin.
I think that one's worsted though, but
Almost sweet potato. I have a food problem, I'm sorry. Then we have, this is kind of a surprising one that it's one of my favorite colors because it's not really in my normal color palette. This Fortune Teller, which is like this clay, it's California clay is really what it is. It's got that kind of pink rust tone going to it. It's a little bit orange, a little bit pink. Then we have Naked Shame, which is this gorgeous like olivey gold. So it has kind of the olive green highlights, but then more of the orangey gold. So you're getting like that patina kind of look to it. And then last but not least, for those who want garments that go with everything, Black Pearl, which is their darkest color. It is like a charcoal soft black. It therefore makes for a color that goes with basically everything.
charcoal barbecue. No?
You kill me a little bit.
I try.
Okay, so I even did it pretty
You
much
did.
even. That doesn't happen. Okay, let me pop the link in for the calendar for you guys, and then we can go talk about classes.
I think I heard a frog.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That means it stopped raining because
Yep.
they snuggle in when it's pouring out there. Like, they go silent because I think they just hide. They're like, no, even we don't like that much water. Okay, upcoming classes. On Tuesday the 10th, we have our grist mill cowl, which is a bulky weight cowl done out of Malabrigo noventa. This is the 1 skein size, which is the medium necklace length. This one we're going to teach you the really fun, simple knit purl pattern. And then on Friday, January 13th, we have the Rosa Gallica. This one's going to be a fun class because we're going to teach you the knit purl pattern, but we're also going to teach you how to do the little seam to join it, because you basically knit it like a short scarf and then sew it together real quick. And with bulky weight yarn, it really is quick. Like, if you've never seamed something, this is the kind of project to do it with. Then on Saturday, January 14th, we have the Tilted Blocks Lace Shawl. This one is a really fun boomerang shaped shawl where you get to learn this really cool, like, I think Danielle called it drunken lace. To me, it's like lace basket weave. And you've got a little garter, a little eyelet lace, and in class we're gonna dive right into the lace pattern because it starts at a little bitty like 20 stitch end and increases from there. That one is 910 yards of fingering weight yarn. Although, didn't we only do it out of 2 skeins of smushy?
We had to crack into the third one.
Okay. So you'd have to modify it if you wanted
You could stop sooner.
to do 2 skeins.
Yeah.
Which would be possible. We could probably figure out the math for where you would have to stop and start your lace border early. Then, on Tuesday, January 17th, we have the Rapido cowl, which is done in 3 strands of fingering weight yarn in our sample. I used leftovers. This is going to be a fun class where we're kind of going to go over color theory a little bit first. So your homework is to gather a few colors of fingering weight yarn or leftovers that you'd like to use for the cowl, and that way we can go over helping you determine what colors are going to be best. And then for the second part of class, we will actually teach you to work with 3 strands of yarn at a time. And that will be it for now. We have a couple more on the calendar that we just don't have the samples out for yet. Oh, I forgot to put the socks on the sheet. So we do have the everyday socks class coming up for if you want to learn how to do the little shorty heel tabs. And then we have also on the calendar the Colorwork Hearts beanie, which Danielle is working on while she's out of town this week. Okay, so moving on to what are we wearing? I am, because it is still cold, I am wearing my favorite color cardigan. It's actually the name of it. This isn't actually my favorite color. But you can tell it was a while ago when I picked out yarn for this one because it's gray with a little mauve. This is a fun and fast worsted weight one with the contiguous sleeve method, which basically makes it like it's a set-in sleeve, even though it's done top down like a raglan. So it has a really nice fit to it compared to a raglan sweater. I kind of love this shaping. And then, of course, buttons. It's supposed to have a big garter panel down the back, but I nixed that because I knew I was going to be playing yarn chicken with this one. And I don't think it had garter stitch down the sleeve. I think I added that. I know it had it here.
Yeah.
But I can't just follow a pattern. Their New Year's resolution was that they were going to follow the patterns exactly. And I'm like,
what?
Why?
I can't do that.
That's like torture. Like, no,
Yeah.
we're not going to do that. Okay, let me turn the camera around and just show you guys what Susan is wearing. Let me link it also here. I'll let you guys drool over some Cosette while I get the link in, because I'm trying not to make you guys dizzy.
For this pattern, Cosette would be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I know you used Cosette
I
for
did.
the
But
colors.
The colors are Cosette, yeah. So this is Bouquet. I don't know. Buquett. Lots of short rows because you know me. And it's a nice big,
Triangle shawl.
yeah.
Isn't that pretty? And you wouldn't necessarily need to do it in a whole bunch of colors like she did either. You could totally do it in just 2 colors. Like pick a variegated or a speckle for your little short row sections would be really fun.
And there's short rows in the white section as well.
Yeah, those
I
just
see 'em
blend
right
in
here.
more.
Yeah. There's some here. This section is short rows right there. Yeah, everywhere the vines spread, there's short rows in the white.
That would be fun to do out of mermaid shoes.
Yes.
Right,
Please.
Susan's casting on another one. You're welcome, Susan.
Yeah. I need a little more time to cast on all these things.
Like, we really need to not need sleep.
Right?
We
That would
get so many things done.
be useful.
All right, everyone, that is going to be it. We will be open from 11 to 5 today, and we'll be back again live at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye.